There's a whole lot of legal needs that survivors have in so many areas: debt and bankruptcy, housing issues, criminal history issues that are continuously impeding victims' lives to move forward and get jobs and get housing and get financial aid.
The injustice of the criminalization of victims of trafficking is something that is so important that we remedy. New York was the first state in the country to pass a vacating convictions law for survivors of trafficking, to have their criminal records virtually erased if they can show that they were arrested and convicted of crimes because they were trafficked. In terms of legal services, civil-criminal collaboration is incredibly important. We work very carefully with immigration lawyers, with general civil legal services lawyers that deal with housing, with family law.
Sometimes we have filed civil actions on their behalf. Sometimes it's involved dealing with their immigration status. Sometimes it's, accessing medical care.
To combat trafficking, the EEOC has a unique ability to leverage the anti-discrimination and employment laws of the United States.
We can take individual charges of victims, or an organization can file a charge on behalf of a group. Oftentimes they want to do a complaint anonymous.
We're going to seek for them compensatory damages for the emotional harm they suffered.
Cases come to us in various ways. One is through collaboration with other agencies and interagency groups like Department of Labor, Department of Justice.
The labor law that we enforce that's most frequently involved in trafficking is the Fair Labor Standards Act, which requires individuals to be paid a minimum wage and overtime. It's our responsibility to ensure that they receive, the wages that they should have been paid.
It's important that victims are notified regarding their rights. Victims have a right to timely notifications. Victims have a right to be heard in court. Victims have a right to be treated with dignity and respect, and a right to privacy.
A tremendous number of our clients do not have legal immigration status in the United States, and it's something that they generally are very concerned about when they come into our services.
The whole threat of deportation gets taken away if they learn that there are visas that they could apply for in order to work in the United States and to stay here legally. We can certify that they are a victim of trafficking, and they have been helpful in our investigation of that crime. And then that victim can apply for a T visa or a U visa.
The Migrant Farm Worker Division, we work with victims of labor trafficking. My experience is with sheep herders.
Ingresé con una visa de trabajo, que es la visa H2A. Cuando ingresamos al trabajo, yo llegué para el patrón, ellos me la detuvieron todos los documentos, porque había un miedo total, porque a diario era los gritos, los malos tratos, y hasta con empujones. Ya era totalmente un miedo y bien humillado. Nos contactó con los abogados de servicios legales de Colorado. Nos han comprado ropas, alimentos, con casi como 3 meses de pago de la renta de la... También hemos tenido asistencia psicológico con los médicos, que en sí nos hemos encontrado en una situación deprimente.
Como lo veo, doctora, We were able to apply for a T visa for him. He was granted a T visa. He was able to bring his family members over here. They are now here living with him.
Y la tranquilidad que me llega es que tenemos el permiso de trabajo, que eso me hace sentir más seguro.
We have laws in this country that protect us, whether we're citizens, whether we're authorized to work, whether we're permanent residents, and even the undocumented. It's our responsibility to provide them a remedy, because not only have they lost wages, they've lost an entire quality of life.